It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Venkatesh R, Managing Director and Director Energy Businesses, Wärtsilä India. Venkatesh R brings over 3 decades of extensive experience in marine and energy sector, have held strategic position in India, Singapore and Finland. With a Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering from University of Calicut and a management degree in Operations and Marketing from University of Mumbai. With his active project management professional certification since 2004, he possesses a solid fundamental of technical marginal expertise. Currently serving as the Managing Director and Director of the Energy Businesses at Wärtsilä India. Venkatesh is instrumental in the enhancing India's market leadership through our innovative life cycle solutions. He focuses on accelerating renewables and decarbonization journey, along with his vision of propelling the businesses to greater heights. Beyond his corporate responsibilities, Venkatesh is deeply engaged in various industry and chamber organizations, where he plays an active role in enabling sustainable society through a technology, innovation, and self-excellence. Mr. Venkatesh will present talk on renewable energy integrations. So let's welcome Mr. Venkatesh.
It's a very important topic also, how the smart solutions are bringing up the change in the energy transition journey which we are in. So maybe I'll focus on the renewable energy integration and actually connect with Mr. Narang, who was already putting up some of the challenges and concerns also which we have in this renewable energy transition which we are doing. Maybe a short introduction of the company where I belong to. Wärtsilä is a global leader, 190-year-old innovative technology leader, and also focusing on the marine and energy markets. We lead the transition towards 100% renewable energy future. That's the vision which we have. And our track record consists of around 79 gigawatts of power plant capacity in 180 countries around the world. And close to 115 energy storage systems are also delivered. So we have solution providers to the various countries, and we are also very integral in India as well. In India, we are close to 40 plus years. We also have a manufacturing facility in Kopoli, which also supports. And in 90s, we were very instrumental in providing power to the energies where the challenge of energy was coming to every industry, and there used to be captive power plants coming up. If we then move on to what are we doing in the recent years, last 2 decades, if I would say, we have acquired also companies in the go. We have acquired propulsion and related companies and moved towards life cycle power solutions in the beginning of the century. So a lot of services business were also acquired, and we are now a total solution provider. In the last decade, we are also focusing more on becoming smart marine and 100% renewable energy direction, which is more driving digital solutions, end-to-end value chains, and also clearly setting forward the journey directions. In the recent years, and also continuing the journey, our focus is on shaping the decarbonization of marine and energy markets. There we do this together with our customers and service providers, where we bring up our technology leadership and also bring solutions forth. We'll focus mainly on the energy, this particular session, because we're talking about more the transition on the energy and also the smart grids and smart metering, smart energy systems. Growing energy demand, what we would need is also, a lot of electrification of transport, buildings and materials are happening. We notice that it's an increased need, which is happening more and more moving towards this electricity need. And that's going to quadruple in the coming quarters, coming years. And, in this decade, need of energy will become more important. When we are doing that, there is also need for different solutions in the portfolio. Current solutions in the portfolio may have challenges. That is also what we are seeing. And in that, we have also an ambitious target of adding renewables and that becoming the main source of power. So there we need also new regulations and also policies which would support this journey. So if we look at the journey towards the net zero and the ambition which we have got, there would be, in a way, we have defined it in 5 steps. Adding renewables is a very important and the first chart that we are doing already. And also you see our government has set up also, and country has set up also ambitious targets of 500 gigawatts from non-fossil fuels by the end of the decade, by end of this decade, 2030. So that would bring up also a lot of challenges with it. And we already start to see that now. When the additions of 40, 50 gigawatts happening every year these recent years, we are seeing that there are a lot of challenges coming up on the system. For that, what we need to do is we need to add balancing solutions which are flexible, modular, easy to come. Because as we know, renewables, they can immediately go off from the grid in a few seconds. Sun does not shine everywhere and does not shine everywhere, and wind does not blow all the time. So how do we manage that challenging situations? There we need to have flexible, modular solutions which can manage this change. Surely, we also talked about efficiency. A lot of the energy plants which we have are very inflexible, less efficient. We need to phase them out because they are a burden to us. The inefficient plants does not add value to us. In the phasing out, what we need to do is also that some of the plants which are possible to be converted into sustainable fuels, we need to do that. So adding up to biofuels, adding up to the development of new fuels is an important phase also. That's the fourth phase which we are guiding here. And once this type of conversions also happens and also phase out happens with the balanced solutions, we can phase out the old fossil fuel plants. So that would be the last step in the process, and that is where the direction on an ambitious net zero targets would be achieved. I would maybe, rather than taking about this high level portfolio, show you what are the different solutions which we are supporting with. There are multiple solutions which we should plan, and what we are able to provide are engine power plants, which are able to balance this peaker solutions or balance solutions which can come up very quickly. Energy storage solutions, which can come in a few seconds, millisecond type of responses are where the energy storage is coming. And then the life cycle services, life cycle solutions, because many times we are an integrator and also we continue to support the customers and the utilities in also managing the plants well for them. They have their own challenges to manage the situations. We will manage the equipment and the systems for the system for the customers, which will bring up energy system optimization. We have done also enough studies, multiple studies in different countries. Close to 140 countries have been mapped and studies have been done. And India also, we have done studies to look at the vision and direction on that. On the 2050, 2070 type of direction, when we are looking at what we have seen is that by utilizing the multiple sources of energy in the portfolio, we would be able to utilize them well. Challenges could be overcome. And also we see close to 45% of reduction in total costs. So that's also very important as a country when we are moving in financially also we are able to manage it well. If we then look at what I was mentioning about engines as a solution, these are solutions which can come up very fast into the grid, which would help us in grid stability, would also manage load in a few minutes. We are not talking about 1 hour, 45 minutes, which the combined cycle plants need to come up online. We are talking about a few minutes to go to the full power, where the solution would be managing the balancing of the grid. And when they are doing the balancing of the grid, suddenly when we see the renewables or the other solutions come in, they can also start to fluctuate the load. And that fluctuations can also be easily managed with this solution. They are able to also follow the load, which is one of the clear needs in this current transition, what we are doing. When we are doing the wind and solar balancing, these type of solutions are very important. And today, the grid or the overall power scenario lacks this. That is being identified also in different levels on the organizations at the state levels and also at the central levels. Still, there is a lot of actions which we need to see to bring them into. Also, the beauty of this solution is that suppose the grid then gets back the power from the renewables, they can easily go down to a low load or a zero load operations within few minutes again. Within a minute, it can be off the load and then again does not create imbalances in the system. And again, when it goes away, the ramping up happens. It's a very important need when we are adding up these renewables and increasing the system's stability also as an important need. Flexible balancing solutions are an important part of the grid. And that we need to add in various places in the grid to adopt. And if we then look at also these solutions are also not green, sometimes we may think they are much greener than the other solutions which we are in. For example, today, when we look at last year's PLF from coal plants, it's close to 70+%. We have to move away from that. And that's also a discussion which we are taking up. In that, coal will still remain for long because they are the base load for country. That is surely going to be there, but we need to think about the future fuels. So what we are talking about is we need sustainable fuels, which would be also going forward, manage these solutions. So there already we have developed solutions on methanol. We have also products which are available to run on methanol already from the last 2 years and continue to build up that. Challenge is now about the availability of the fuels. There is also a lot of development happening on ammonia. And as we speak, there is already a couple of engines which are being tested on 100% ammonia in the ports for the marine applications mainly. On the hydrogen solutions, we focus on gas engines blended with hydrogen today, and we can already run that at 25% loads. That's being done at a few locations together with our customers globally. And our aim is to produce gas engines which will be running 100% hydrogen on. Depending upon the availability of the hydrogen and the green needs, we will be able to have our products ready already. And that operations we are also expecting within a couple of years. So from an OEM perspective, from an equipment manufacturer perspective, we are also preparing in the journey and providing solutions to the customers as they grow with the new solutions. As we talk about, some of the developed countries are already ahead. US has a lot of these type of balancing plants and also storage solutions. Very close to us is Australia, where we have also a remarkable utility company on the South Australian power systems who is using all the different type of solutions which I was indicating. They removed their coal-based power plants and moved towards the gas facility, and also with the storage system, they are able to manage their fluctuating balancing load demands. So engine power plant and energy storage systems are the directions forward, at least on the bigger picture, if you would say. And today, if the renewables are at 28%, it's moving towards a 60% during 2030, as we know. And by 2050, it is moving towards the 88% direction. So in this journey, to match our ambition, what we need are balancing solutions. And that balancing solutions are the directions which we would need to set up to manage this flexibility. That would be the bigger purpose, bigger dimensions I would leave with. If there are questions or comments there, we can answer them and take them as it comes by.
Thank you, Mr. Venkatesh, for your excellent talk on renewable energy integrations.